On the office side and this whole retreat to the CBD, is the suburban office park a thing of the past?
There's a strong desire among tenants to work in CBDs right now. We have several folks who have had the opportunity to relocate and perhaps get better rates outside of CBD, even in areas where the CBD is arguably decaying. You know, there are a lot of buildings that, you know, you still have a lot of REO facilities and things like this where people are struggling, owners are struggling to turn a profit on buildings, and they fall into deferred maintenance and so forth and so on. And despite that, people still have a strong desire to be in CBD. Mm-hmm. There's still a lot of visibility associated with that. There's prestige associated with that. A lot of people are concerned with, if I were to move from downtown to uptown, for example, how would that be viewed by clients? How would it be viewed by competitors? You know, are we stepping away from that? So, John, I think in our experience, there's a bit of a resurgence in interest in the urbanization, not only of people to live there, but large companies still have a desire to have that address, that zip code, that level of visibility, you know, with the downtown high rise.
I agree with that. And not only it's not only a function of they want to be downtown because of their competitors or how they're viewed in the marketplace by industry, but it's also a function of where the tenants' employees want to be. And that goes right back to the whole context of this conversation, which is Gen Ys. They're becoming a huge part of the workforce. They want to be downtown. They work for employers who want to keep and retain and recruit, hire, train, retain employees that also want to be downtown. So I think suburban office is on a decline. When you analyze it from my perspective in the investment sales world, we have a large number of clients who want to be out of suburban office. That's a trend that we're seeing, and moving their equity to more core urban type areas.
Patrick, anything you want to add?
Yeah, I mean, I can say we've actually done some research recently comparing office rents in walkable areas to office rents and drivable areas in the 30 largest metro areas in the country. And on average, we found that the office rents in the walkable places were 75% higher than the rest of the region. That's driven in large part by Manhattan, which has a huge premium. But even if you take Manhattan out, it's about 45%. Is about a 45% rent premium, and that premium has grown by about 20 percentage points just since 2007. And that's really remarkable because, up until then, it was almost going the other way. You had suburban office parks were actually the preferred place to be rather than downtown and CBD. So it's a remarkable change that's just happened. And to your point, Richard, I know in Boston we've been looking at cap rates, for office transactions, and in the urban core kind of area, cap rates are lower in the 4 to 5% range, which is indicative of a higher value. Whereas once you get beyond that into the suburbs, it's more like a 6 or 7% cap rate. So incredible differences that have really popped up just in the last 10 years.